Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Derek Gaines and Monroe Martin are here. You got any gigs coming up you want to plug? Anything coming up or just the Twitter follow?
I got a lot of gospel shows coming up.
Do you?
I got a show Easter in Ohio for some church, the Burning
On
Bush
Easter
Church.
Sunday?
No, on Easter Saturday.
Oh, okay.
They kicking it off with a clean comedy show to get into the Cross and Resurrection Sunday festivities. And I got a gospel show April 9th, a men's conference out in Monroe, New Jersey. So, yeah.
It's a lot of prayer on your schedule.
Go up on
I go for the highest bidder. They pay good. They be like, well, come and be clean.
I was going to say, how do they find you for that?
I actually when I started, I did a lot of, to keep sharp, I did a lot of churches. And then when I moved to New York, everybody thought I turned into a heathen. I was like, nah, they called me. I was like, I still do a gospel show.
Well, you can go back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but plus he puts a listing in the back of the Bible, so when they finish.
Oh, Derek Gaines does. He does events. He does events, and we'll have them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, talk about it being easily offended, but we were talking during the break about some gigs Chris opened for you, and you didn't get paid because of an offensive joke.
Oh, yeah. We did some school. Chris, and Dave did a school out in Connecticut. And she said, "Hey guys, you go ahead and have a good time. Say what you want, right?"
This is like someone who this is a chick who ran.
This is the PA or whatever, the girl that runs the student activity board said, "Okay, we're here. Everybody's loose. Everybody's a go nuts, right?" So Chris gets on stage and just does this Paula Deen, Mel Gibson mix to a bunch of kids that don't understand racism and they love black people because they're who they are and they don't see color and all, and then he did it. They smiled at me when we left, and then when I got that call, they was like, they're not going to pay you the rest of the money because the big black guy in the beginning kind of torpedoed your whole chance. I was
The big black guy in the
I was like, oh, man.
The gorilla.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't call my friend a gorilla. I did not. But they should have. He went up there and did too much of this too soon.
Just King Kong
and all the freshmen couldn't process it. All the freshmen in the front row couldn't process the racism going on.
That is scary.
Oh,
That's
dude.
scary, so they don't pay you your money.
Yeah, so I only got half of it, and then I kept calling, and they said they need another performer from that agency in order for them to cut another check to give me the rest of my money, and I still never got it. So I was like,
that is really.
I'm not mad at Chris because she said go hard.
Well,
so
you shouldn't be. No, I mean it's like but colleges sound like they're almost a nightmare. I do know a lot of even older comics who won't try it.
To be honest with you, East Coast colleges aren't bad. It's Midwest and the West Coast.
Why is that more? I
don't know. Because West Coast is supposed to be PC and everybody's beautiful and liberal, and then when you go up there and say something real, they be like, oh no, we can't.
Well, they don't like honesty. That's
no,
but you gotta put some sprinkles on it. That's what I learned. You can say whatever you want as long as you
gotta put a good. That's a good
top.
amount of sprinkles, man.
Yeah, there's ways to say stuff.
Yeah,
but it should
Chris,
be
sprinkles next time.
Well, I heard the bit during the break. It's tough to put sprinkles on that one. But, now, what about at clubs? Have you ever had experiences at clubs like that? Nowadays?
Not really. People come out, especially on the weekend, they come out to hear what they think.
Yeah.
Well, that's what a comedy crowd usually is like, look, we want to go out and be adults.
Yeah.
Leave the kids at home and we want to hear. I want to get drunk and hear offensive stuff.
People getting drunk, they getting dressed, they coming out, they want to hear it. But they're adults. These kids are 18, 19, they don't.
When you say something offensive, like, you have people backing you up also in the audience. You know what I mean? At a college, they're just going to jump on one side.
You by yourself.
Yeah.
What about hecklers at colleges? Do you get them that you have to deal with?
Only once or twice.
Yeah, because I got a heckle too. Then come on.
When I first started doing colleges, when I did Bloomsburg for the first time, it wasn't even a heckle.
But you did awful schools with kids that didn't care. Kids that came from the hood and got that coupon to go to college. That's what you got.
I did.
You got them coupon college kids.
No, it was Del State. I did a college called Del State one time.
Ooh, I bought the Del State too.
I was opening up for another comic. And he was like, go out there, just do 10 minutes, get them warmed up. They're going to have fun. I go out there and I'm like, hey, guys, what's going on? And somebody goes, boo. And then my dumb self, instead of just keep it moving, I go, huh? What you say? And he goes, boo. And then all his friends just go, boo. And then everybody in the audience go, boo. And I have to sit there for 10 minutes.
Just a wave of booze.
Just a wave of booze for hello.
And what's funny, it's tough. I hate to say it, but you could catch that at a black school because a boo is contagious in a black school. Because I did Del State. I remember I opened for Spank, right? I did a joke, man. I went out there. The Kappas, the whole fraternity was like, "Hey, man, you go to school?" I was like, "Nah." They was like, "You need to with that act." And I was like, "Oh, that was smart."
All right, here we go.
I was really smart. They pulled out their candy canes and hit the ground. I was like, "I gotta get out of here."
Here we go.
I got new sneaks for that show too.
You
Didn't
just
even
want
matter.
to strangle somebody when they say that, and the whole place is supporting them.
I like colleges because they keep me from not being broke.
Well, no,
they pay a lot of
they
bills.
do pay well.
You get to work out an hour, and I feel like if your hour does work in the college without you catering, then it's going to kill in the comedy.
No, they always paid good college.
Yeah.
But you got to deal with that stuff now. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back. We'll end this thing right after these words. Hey, welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Before we get into this, I just got to say this. If you're in New York City this weekend and want to hear some great music and support a great cause, check out the Music is My First Language fundraiser. Tomorrow night at Shapeshifter Lab in Brooklyn, there will be live music from Vernon Reed, Groove Collective, Swiss Chris, and more. Go to musicismyfirstlanguage.com for more information. Musicismyfirstlanguage.com for more information. We're here with Derek Gaines and Monroe Martin. Go ahead.
Vernon Reed's an incredible guitarist. He was the guy from
No, I know of
Living
him, yeah.
Color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That guy.
Yeah, those guys were amazing musicians. They haven't been around for a while.
Yeah.
He's not the lead singer. He's the guitarist.
He's a guitarist.
Yeah, the guitarist. So check that out if you can. I'm here with Derek Gaines and Monroe Martin. You just told a great story. You opened for Cat Williams.
Yeah.
And he was bombing because of a heckler, and he did what?
Let's not say he bombed. He just didn't
the
care
heckler
enough.
wasn't letting him
He's
talk.
not going to attack you. Did he bomb?
Yeah, okay.
It happens. I mean, it happens to everybody.
He gets on stage with just
If the audience is
unworked
unruly.
out material,
Yeah.
and them kids, they've been there waiting for him for like 4 hours because they saw one comedy show and was waiting
Well,
for
that's
him.
where it's on him. He was
Yeah.
late a couple hours, man. He
Yeah,
can't do
man.
that, you know.
Cat, they was like, "Yo, Cat, come on with that, man. We need to see something." And Cat was like, "What you say, boo boo?" And just threw his ear to the mic.
Right.
And he was like, "You know what? I've been rich before. I was rich before I got here."
Oh,
and he threw
God.
$10,000 into the crowd.
And the place went crazy.
Bananas. Like black kids saw hundreds falling out of the sky and was like, "Come up." They were like, "Come up."
He comes out with 10 grand in cash.
Yeah.
He had a cloaker.
That's an
That's the only thing that might have been a little dickish.
That's an expensive
That's
bit.
what that's called, a cloaker.
The dude that takes you, like you get off stage, you put on like the James Brown dude.
Yeah.
He had one of those. He hired a grown man to do that.
Wow.
How many people are we talking about?
It had to be. I'm gonna say, it had to be like 600, just 600 kids, 600
In the audience?
standing room only. It was crazy. It was bananas.
But
And
he did like 6,000 seaters.
yeah, but this was like the school just they begged for him to have him there.
I was gonna say, what
And
are
so
they
when
paying
he
him?
found out there was a whole show that happened because he was late, he was about to walk out, made the promoter cry. This girl that went to school named Jasmine. Jasmine was on her knee. I watched the whole thing from backstage. She got on her knees, "Please, Cat.
My God.
Please, Cat." And he saw it. It was like, "Come on, babe, get up. And with the cat voice.
Yeah.
And then he told
Come on,
the
baby, get
story.
up.
Told the story on stage. He did,
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Get
cat talk.
baby.
Get up, baby. I did
Get
that.
up, baby.
Stand up, baby.
Told that story on stage. So he embarrassed the girl by telling him that she cried backstage and then said, "Yeah, there was 17,000 comedians before me. How am I gonna follow all that?" In my head, I'm like, "You're a professional. They want to see you. Go, man." And then when
That
he just
sounds like a recipe for disaster.
And he
Played
bailed.
Even you
17
wouldn't want to
comics.
follow all that. Eddie Murphy wouldn't want to
No,
follow
it's- sometimes it's just a recipe for disaster.
5 comics went
Comedy.
up, then it was an hour and a half intermission. Then he finally got there, did it, and then when he bailed at the end, the only one that did good on the show was Melanie Camacho. And then
Well, I mean, listen. I mean, again, it's. I think what Monroe is saying is a good point. Sometimes it's just no one's. It's just a bad recipe
it's awful.
for comedy. Guys, thanks. Again, say your Twitters again.
Monroe Martin III, Monroe Martin III.
Okay.
and at Derek One Gaines on Twitter.
Derek Gaines. Jackie Martling, thanks, buddy. Legend. Alexis Cara, watch Mixology, and Chef Steve Seabury was fantastic. Chris Cotton, get comfortable over there.
Chris Cott.
We'll see you next
friend.
week. Take care. Thanks.
Indeed.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.